find that Yosef had dreams, and Yosef believed that these dreams had prophetic value. And of course, his brothers, they rejected the dreams. The second of the dreams was, he had dreamt, the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars were bowing to him. And he tells it over to his father and his brothers, and his father scolds him. What kind of dream are you dreaming? Is it possible that I, together with your mother and your brother, should bow to you? So Rashi cites Chazal. How's it possible your mother should bow? Your mother has already passed away. But evidently Yaakov didn't understand, didn't know Shadvarim Magim LeBilo, Shigidalto Kimo. Bilo, who raised him like a mother. That is the Oreach. We find that after Rachel Imenu passes away, although there are only Arba Imos, there are only 4 matriarchs, Sora, Rivka, Rachel, Leah. So you would think after Rachel passes away, Yaakov Avinu would put his bed in the tent of Leah. Where does he put his tent? In the tent of Bilah, not Leah. Ruvain, without consulting with his father, puts Yaakov's bed in the tent of Leah, his mother, who's the matriarch. But yet, the Torah considers this something very serious. V'yishkav, Ruvain is Bilah Pelegesh Aviv. It's the equivalent of that. That's how serious it is. How do you take the bed of your father and move it into your mother's tent? So the question is, what exactly was Yaakov's intent? Factually, if Leah is the aim, is the matriarch, even though Rachel was the Akeres Abai, she was the primary matriarch, if Rachel's no longer here, the bed should have been moved into Leah's tent. But yet Yaakov put his bed into the tent of Bilah. Now, we discussed Yaakov, Yisrael Avas Yosef B'Kol Bonav Ki Ben Skunim Alo. In Yaakov's understanding, what exactly was Yosef's value? Yosef, in every sense of the word, was the equivalent of, he was going to be a successor. The only one of all the Shvatim whose children were considered Shvatim, who are the equivalent, that he is the equivalent of Yaakov, is only Yosef. Yosef himself is the future of Klal Yisrael. He will be the one to prepare the Golus Mitzrayim. Therefore, all the Torah that he had studied in Shem Ve'ever was only communicated and transmitted only to Yosef. When Yosef's mother passed away, he was a child. He had to be raised. He had to be mentored. Who was the one who understood how to deal with Yosef? Bilah, being the maidservant of Rachel, she was like an extension, the surrogate mother of Yosef. Therefore, Yaakov understood everything was contingent and based on Yosef's proper development as the person he should have been if his mother would have raised him. So who's closest to that, to raise Yosef as Rachel would have raised Yosef? Bilah. Therefore, as we see, when he had the dream, who was the Oreach? The Oreach, which was equivalent of his mother, was Bilah. She gidalto. She raised him. The raising is not only in terms of caring for his material needs, it's also mentoring, as we find by Sari Menu. She was sensitive to the influences of Yishmael, and therefore she came to Avram and said, drive him together with his mother from the home, because she was concerned about his influence. Bilah had sensitivity to his spiritual development. And as a result of this, that's why Yaakov specifically, rather than putting his bed in the tent of Leah, he put in Rachel, in Bilah, who's the equivalent of Rachel. As we see, it's been confirmed with the dream that Bilah was the Oreach, which was the equivalent of his mother.